Go, 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 go. Hi everyone, it's time for another tutorial. I'm Martin, better known as Ghost Vapor. Today it's gonna be a special request that I've been having from a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers on Facebook also, to make a tutorial about the Tsuka coil. Tsuka, a lot of people said that they couldn't find any tutorial on it, and I did find a few, but anyway, here it is. This is my way to do the Tsuka, and obviously we're not gonna make it plain. We'll make it instead in plain Clapton, just a wire, a plain wire. We will make the cores Clapton cores. Alright, so and again, people attempting this, make sure you got the proper skills, because I'm not gonna say it enough. I don't talk about ohm, I don't talk about, well, from time to time I'll say an average ohming, but with the amount of wires we're using, and depending on your skills, depending on how you're making it, that will touch the ohming. So that's pretty much why. If you don't have the skills, keep on watching the video. You will learn a lot of tricks that will apply to a lot of other builds that you will try. Watch it, don't mind all the complicated things, because you will understand it later. And as for you guys that are big fans of doing crazy stuff, enjoy this one. This one, vape grade, it's beautiful. On this one you're gonna get crazy nice colors if you use wires that I use. Obviously, I will explain to you later on how to get colors on wires, how it works, for how long does it work. So we'll jump on this, and I want to say one thing super important to all my fans that were expecting me at CVE Canada in Toronto. I couldn't make it because we had some car problems. That sucks. That's why I usually take the train, the bus, or something like that. I have everything planned, but that was a last minute thing, and on last minute things, shit happens. So I'm sorry for that. I'll be at the next one for sure. If you want to reach me because you need something, coils, shirts, stickers, swag, email me. Alright, so let's jump on this, guys. See you in a moment. Okay, so now this is what we will need for this build. Excuse me. We will do this build with this beautiful RDA. You guys recognize this one? It's the TSUNAMI. Yes, because it has nice post holes. It's gonna work fine with this build. We will need 30 gauge, 32 gauge, and 0.5 ribbon. The 30 and 32 will be for our cores, are gonna be Clapton instead than regular cores. The 0.5 is gonna be for the Tsuka. You're gonna need wicking tool, you're gonna need scissors, tweezers, obviously the usual pliers and cutters, and you will need a drill, and we will do this on a 3mm drill bit. Alright, so let's get it on. We're back, guys, and we will go ahead and straight about, I say, 50 to 60 centimeter of the 30 gauge wire. Alright, because we're gonna go ahead and do a Clapton with the 30 gauge and 32 gauge. Alright, once the core is straightened, put it in the chuck of the drill. I already did that step. then add the 32. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and Clapton this 32 gauge on the 30. Oops, wrong side. I had a bad wire to start with, so cut this. Now, and when you do so, you always make sure it's well centered. Going fast sometimes breaks the wire to check. But I had a damaged wire to start with, so no waste. So now we have our core wire, which is 32 Clapton, and we're gonna go ahead and cut this in half. This one here is a little bit kinky, so I'm gonna straighten it in the drill. Even Clapton wire, you can straighten them once they're made. But you gotta go. See, I had a bad wire, and bad wire, that's what they do. So bad wire, what I mean about bad wire, it's when the wire has a kink in it, like a bad one, like totally a half one, and one that you can't remove from it. That can happen, but it's okay. I have long enough. Now we will put our Clapton this side for now, and we will take the 0.5 ribbon, and with the 0.5 ribbon we're gonna need, as long as you can stretch your arm, I say me about a meter and a half. Gotta go ahead and cut yourself a piece of that 0.5 ribbon. Like I said, about a meter and a half. You should have enough with a meter, but you guys that know me, I like to keep pieces just in case. And if the in case doesn't come, you have some wire to work with on other builds. Alright, so now what we will do with this piece of ribbon, we're gonna twist it. Alright, and me, since I like to Clapton my aliens and Clapton clockwise, I'm gonna go counterclockwise to twist this piece of ribbon. I cut it a little too long. I can't reach with my long nose. Alright. So now I'm gonna try to do it. And never let it go once it's like this. Bring it to the pliers and then let go, because otherwise you're gonna have like a funky twist in it. Alright, let me zoom in to show you what I mean. You see how much it's twist? The thing, it's like the trick, it's the spacing in that twist. Alright, pretty much like when you do an alien, you have to twist it enough, and not too much, and spread it not too much. And since here, wait a second, we have our two Clapton right here, and you see how wide that is together. We need to make that twist about the same gap in between, alright, to have a nice result. Alright, so now let me fix this and we'll Clapton this. Now this is how we're gonna do this Tsuka. Alright, so you're gonna take your two Clapton, you're gonna put them beside each other, and the way I do this, I usually do this, it's the wire I'm gonna Clapton around, I put it over it really at the tip and just wrap it around. This is gonna go in the chuck of a drill. And again, when you put multi-core in this, always make sure that, let me try to zoom on this a little, try to show you. You see when you got the chuck of the drill, it's like you got 3 grooves, so the 2 wires together, you gotta make sure like they're on the same one, they're not like on each side. This way they're gonna stay flat. Alright, let me zoom out. Oops. Okay, and when I have multi-core like this, one thing that I think from time to time kind of help, it's water. Put some on my fingers. I'll put some all over my wires. When they're really straight, they're gonna stick together. But doesn't matter, it just help for when you do it. Alright, and some people use fishing gear to do this. You can do what makes you feel good, what you're comfortable with. But me, I use my little tube. I'm used to it. There's the wire's gonna twist, but let them naturally twist, because at the end we're gonna untwist it, and it's gonna become where it should be. All right. So first thing first, you put it in the tube or in the stuff that you want to work with, and you gotta make sure that when you start, you got a flat part. You have a flat part on each side of this, so the twist, it's in the middle, it's not on the side. All right, so let's do this. And since, by the way, it's pretty much like a Clapton, since we twisted counterclockwise, now we're gonna Clapton it on it clockwise. And always try to leave a little space in the wire, and they're not on each other. See? cut the leftover. I screwed up a part right here, but doesn't matter, all I need is this. So now what you gotta do, untwist it. This you go with the drill, and after that you go with your fingers. Always work well once it's off the drill. Alright, let me zoom in. See, that's about, like, I'll take a pictures of the wire, but that's what you should get. Alright, see you in a moment. I'll change the setup, and as usual we will clap in there, we will coil this. Okay, we're back. So now we will take our nice lovely wire that we, like I said, you just like fix it, you make it straight, you know, like if there's major twist to it, you untwist it with the drill to the point where when you cut it, you can fix it with your hand and it should stay parallel inside of it. Very nice wire. Alright, but wait a second. Yeah, so yeah, we got our wire. We're gonna take it and we're gonna cut it in half. Alright, so now we will take the wire, our 3mm drill bit, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it. Oh yeah. And when you wrap it, don't pull too much, just let it wrap itself around it. And you know what? I totally forgot that this is going to be a really big coil, so we will change this 3mm to a 2mm. Sorry about that, guys, my bad. Right, so with the 2mm, it's gonna be a little smaller, and we're gonna go ahead and do 5 wraps. Big boys. But like I say, I show you how to do the wire, and if you want to play with the home by adding or you know, playing with the size of the drill bit and play with the amount of wrap, it's up to you guys. Alright, so now we'll light the positive as always first. Alright, light, and let me focus a little bit more. Okay, and then on the negative side, then you pull to adjust the bit. Right over, yeah, that's the right size for this type of gauges. That's the right size, and the wrap, it's pretty much the max you can put. 5 wraps. Once it's nice and tight, then you can give it a try. I usually do, I just change my screwdriver side so I don't have this in the way. I can't wait to have that going. I can't put some of these on. There's one big boy done. Check the leads. coils, making the other coil. We gotta prepare this side. There's no wire in a way. Coming in contact with it. That's nice. You don't feel anything. Okay, so now second coil. By the way, guys, you will see making coils like this will rip your fingers apart. Okay, so now pre-cut those. Put them in. Okay, now let's go ahead and tighten. On this side it's going to be the negative because it's the bottom coil. It's always the trickiest. Okay, so now top one. Again, sorry if I was out of shots. This, place this on the other side like this. I think I can pull a little bit more, and when you do that you go easy, you don't go too rough on it. Hold it there. If you're watching this, you don't have the proper skills, you don't know how to wrap coils, there's apps that you can use will help you deal with these. Me, the thing, it's like I know that my subscribers and people like this, people that follow me, they know what to use those on. Alright, this is not for beginners, alright, because there's many wires to it. It reacts differently. You gotta love building first of all before attempting this. So once you're there though, you don't have the creativity, you want to learn how to do other things, but you got the agility of doing it. Well, that's where I come in. Because that's the thing, I'm far to be the best builders. There's so many crazy builders out there that inspires us, you know. And yeah. By the way, if I'm doing this, it's because I was asked to do a tutorial about the Tsuka, because some people couldn't find any on YouTube. I did find a couple. They show you how to make it, but yeah, so I decided to make it my own way, obviously. That's why I decided to do it with a Clapton. I don't know if people ever thought of doing it, probably, but me, just like I wanted to do it differently than just like the plain Tsuka. So I decided to do it this way because I never done it before. So this is what you guys should get. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I'll take few pictures of it, I'll put it on the mod, and we'll fire this and fix it. Hope you guys didn't have too much problem doing it and lost half of your fingers in it. Anyway, see you soon. Now we're gonna fix this. Always make sure, like, I'll say it again, I don't talk a lot about homemade, but you guys should know what you're doing before you attempt these. This actually is a little lower home. I say, I didn't measure it, but I say it's about like 0.1, maybe 0.09, depending on how you mount it, how much wire you put in it, how your clapton is made, how the Tsuka is made also. Everything is something to do with the homing. So that's why I don't really talk about homing, because you guys should know what you're doing. So you do this safely. As you can see, I'm using the Hammer of God. This is 4 parallel batteries. Alright? With 4 parallel batteries, this is very safe. You can go very low, and this is a mechanical. It's not like those build where you can build very low, like temp control and shit like that. I don't do temp control. Alright, so anyway, let's start fixing this. Maybe we're gonna get some sick colors out of it, maybe not. People have been asking about how you do colors. This is how you do colors. First of all, you need the wire. Cantle doesn't do much color, alright? The wire to me that makes the nicest color is hybrid wires, alright? Yes, nickel is gonna make some nice colors, but I don't use nickel. I don't like that wire. I don't like non-resistant wire, even if nickel is partly resistant. But anyway, nickel is the one that make the nicest colors, so that's why Nichrome 80 make super nice colors, as well as hybrid wire. Alright, so let's start this. So when you do colors, never bring your coil red, and always give little tiny pulse on it. Alright, and you look around and you try to tighten it up and fix it as it gets warmer, but don't make the coil red. And by pulsing it, you will see slowly changing colors. Like right now, it's actually starting to change color. Now it's getting a little goldish. Let me try to zoom a little more. Okay, is it low? Come on, zoom, pick up. Come back a little more. Okay, now see, you already start changing colors. I'll keep on pulsing it. Try to fix it. You see it change now. So this one changed before this, so on this side is probably have a loose connection. Okay, so now let's bring it back there, and you can see here the colors. It's pretty freaking nice. Now it's getting nice. It's getting darker. It's gonna get reddish. I'll wait a little bit so I can take a few pictures of this, and after the red it's gonna turn blue. You see? Now we got some blue in the middle. See, this is how you do colors. See, this is pretty sick. You got pretty different range of colors all over there. Pretty sick, isn't it? But that's the wire, and by pulsing it, as you see, I never made it red. You know, it never came red. It just warmed up. That's why when you mount the coil, try to mount it as nice as possible. So once you start pulsing it, and one thing I didn't do that I usually do that helps a lot with fucking crazy colors, it's wash your coil before. Wash your coil with fucking soap and stuff like that. Rinse it and stuff, and then you start pulsing it, and you should get something like this. But like I said, to get nice colors like this, you need the wires, and to be able to make nice pictures, you gotta make sure that your coil is near perfect before even pulsing it for the first time and trying to fix it. Alright, so keep that in mind, guys. So I'll see you in a moment for the wicking of that beauty. Alright guys, we're back for the wicking of this baby. So, there's nothing special on this wicking, except that it's the Tsunami, and Tsunami got the same type of airflow as Kennedy. So there's 2 barrels at the bottom, so we're gonna put them beside the barrels. And again, for all my wicking, never put too much wick. You just have them touching the bottom of the well, even with these type of RDAs and airflow. Very important, because this way, when it's too tight, and on top of this, since you got those 2 airflows, if your wick, once you put it on its side to touch the bottom of the well, if it's actually too tight, just like inside of a coil, the juice won't travel. So it has to be really, it has to be loose a little bit, so that way it doesn't block, you know. So the juice travel well inside the cotton. So now let's see, is it too much? No, that's perfect. So what I do is I just put the cotton on its side. Once it touched the bottom of the well, what I do is kind of spread it a little bit, and I make sure like nothing touched the holes. Because if something touched the hole, like let's say the cotton, it's gonna leak through the hole. Very important. So take your time and do it well. Alright. A lot of people been asking me, is it a lockpick that you're using? Yes, it's a lockpick I'm using. Because I don't really, I used to be a locksmith, and I don't really work in this anymore, and I have no use for it. Now I got the perfect use for this one. It's my wicking tool. And wicking again, like I said before, it's an art as well as making coils. That one was, this side here was very tight. When it gets beside the wall and the little airflow barrel, so I had to loosen it up so juice will travel up. Okay, so now this is how you wick this. Let me focus it a little bit more. You see, that's how I wick this. We're back. Check this out. Beautiful. I want to start this by saying big thanks to Luke Marshall. Thanks, brother, for the Tsunami. and Luke is actually at Liquid E-Juice. So check it out, guys. This is what I'm vaping right now. U-Turn Cucumber Mint. You can get them at Liquid E-Juice right below. It tastes so good. Oh, lovely. Okay, so now, like I said before, be safe. Making this, vaping this, make sure you got the proper mod for it. It's a fun coil to do, it's a tasty coil, it looks beautiful. Please guys, subscribe and share. I need some subscribers, I need to become right up there, guys. Alright, so please help me out and share this, try this, be safe attempting it, and we will see each other on another one pretty soon. And what else? Keep on following, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, keep on commenting. I love you guys, subscribers, you followers. I will get eventually a list of guys who were there from the start who helped me a lot. I want to thank all my sponsors also. Alright, so see you soon, guys.